better to love than to give into hate.
Hey loves, welcome to my channel. My name is LaVonne, Tynesha, and this video is basically a chit chat about my Lasik eye surgery. It's not so much about the makeup, although I'm going to do a makeup look, but it's more about my experience with Lasik eye surgery. A lot of people asked me about it. I posted it on my Instagram and on my Facebook that I was having eye surgery, so I wanted a place where I could just put a video, you know, if I can help somebody out if they're thinking about getting Lasik eye surgery. So I'm going to walk you through, you know, my pre-op, my surgery, and my post-op. It's been about 3 months now. March 15th will be my 3-month mark. I got it done in December. So I am ready to talk about it and share my experience. So I'm just going to get right into it. I've been thinking about doing Lasik eye surgery for like 10 years now. I think it was just the right timing as far as work, as far as money, and my fear. Like, I was so scared at first to get my eyes done because I'm an artist. You know, I do makeup, I'm a graphic designer. So it's really important that I have my eyesight. I was tired of wearing my glasses and I was tired of wearing my contacts. And then I thought about doing this whole YouTube thing. So I'm like, I can't even see the camera or what I'm doing if I don't have, you know, my contacts in. So anyway, I'm gonna start with my eyes. My eyebrows are done. So honestly, through this video, we're gonna be jumping back and forth, but you know, I'll start with my primer. When you finally decide that you want to get your eyes done, you know, I did a lot of research on my my surgeon, because of course you want to find the best. So I highly suggest doing your research for the company, looking for reviews online to figure out which surgeon they have and if he's going to be the right one for you. Just make sure he has a lot of reviews, because the place that I went to, they have different surgeons that come to their center. You never know what surgeon you're going to get, but you can ask as many questions. And the place that I went to, they were great and they were patient with me, and that's something I needed, because I needed to be reassured that I'm going to have my eyesight when I'm done. I'm going to use my melt stack today. It's the rest stack and the gunmetal stack. And I think I want to do a smoky eye, I'm not sure. We're just going to keep on working and see what we get. So Lasik surgery, what is it? It's basically laser vision correction, and I'm nearsighted, so I can't see far. And I wanted that corrected. So I did all my research online and figured out that I wanted to go to Lasik Vision Institute. They're in Bala Cynwyd. It's about an hour from me, and it was worth the drive. So at your pre-op appointment, you're going to do all types of testing for your eyes. They want to check your corneas, they want to check for any diseases, they want to check your prescription. And before that, you don't want to wear your contacts. They're going to ask you not to wear your contacts for about 2 weeks, because they want your eye shape to go back to its natural shape, because wearing contacts changes the shape of your eye. So I did that, and that testing was very intense. It was at least 3 hours long. And I didn't mind, because I'm like, if this is what you got to do to get my eyesight right, then I'll be here as long as needed. So at your pre-op, they set up your appointment. You put your deposit down, and they start you on drops. Well, I needed drops in my experience, because my eyes were already dry. So I had to be on like an antibiotic for 5 days before my surgery, and then I had to do like hot compresses on my eyes, which felt so good. And it really felt like it was breaking up the dryness. I can't really explain it, but it felt like there was like pieces in my eye. After 4 days, I was cleared to get my eyes done. So of course, they tell you everything that you need to do. You have to have a driver. You can't drive home from surgery by yourself. And they really thoroughly explain everything that's going to happen during the surgery. The surgery did not take long at all. It was like, the whole procedure took about 12 minutes. So once you get there, you go through a little bit of testing again, just to make sure everything is still the same, nothing has changed. I went back to the waiting room. I'm not going to say I was a nervous wreck, but you know, I was pretty nervous. My mom came back there and sat with me to calm me down. But while you're waiting in the back, they give you eye drops. It's local anesthetic drops for your eyes, and that's basically to numb your eyes before you go into the operating room. When I tell you there was no pain during surgery, there was no pain during surgery. And those eye drops are like everything. So anyway, it was my turn to go back. They lay you down on this this bed, and at that time you can talk to the surgeon. If you have any questions for him, then you can talk to him. But really, it was like one customer in, one customer out, next one in. It was really like a smooth process. They really had their stuff down. I laid on the bed and they gave me like a little teddy bear. The teddy bear's name was Seymour, and get it, Seymour? So corny. But anyway, they put a lid spectrum on your eyes to prevent you from blinking. So it's like a clamp that goes onto your eyes. It doesn't hurt. Then they put this other thing on your eye. So the clamp is on your eyes to hold it open, but they put this other thing, like a suction, that's what it's called. They put a suction on your eye, and it kind of just like widens your eyes even more. That one has like a little pressure to it. You can feel pressure, but it still doesn't hurt. Like you can tell that something's touching your eye. He walks you through all the steps that he's about to do, and you know, just make sure you're comfortable. He tells you how long everything's gonna be. So the first thing they did was put more eye drops in my eyes. And to this point, you know, all of the drops are like running down the side of my eyes. But they give you like a little, I guess like surgery wear. It's like a little hat. And they put like cotton swabs or cotton balls in your ears so it catches all the liquid that's falling down. And you're gonna see like a series of flashing lights. Red lights, green lights, and white lights. And he'll tell you where to look. One eye is covered, and then the other eye that's being operated, he's like looking down at you in your eye so he can see what's going on. But long as you follow directions, I think everything will be fine. Listen, during my surgery, we were singing Jay-Z. We were making he was just making me feel comfortable. He had very good bedside manners. Like, I'm so happy I chose the doctor that I did. So from there, we did one eye, and he was like, so congratulations, you've had LASIK eye surgery. Now we can do the other side. Every time they went to one eye, they put more drops in just to make sure I didn't feel anything. And I didn't. I literally felt nothing. So once they're done, you get up and they're gonna take you into like a dark room where, you know, they just want you to keep your eyes closed for about 15 minutes. And then I had to go and see the other doctor, not the surgeon, the doctor of the center. Her name was Dr. Cho. If you go to LASIK Vision Center in Philadelphia, she's like the bomb, because I went to her for my pre-op exams back in January of 2017. But back in December, when she checked my eyes again, she was like, whoa, like what's happened? Something's changed. Your eyes are different from last time. And the fact that she just saw that and she didn't approve me, I knew they weren't just there just trying to get my money, you know? After you leave the dark room, you go to just like the office again, and she checks your eyes just to make sure everything went well, that your cornea flap is back in place, you know, all that stuff. She also puts like these little collagen little things in the corners of your eyes, and that's just to make sure all your eye drops that you put in daily don't basically run out. Because if you put liquid in your eyes, you know, like you have like these tear ducts in here, it'll drain. So you want to keep as much moisture in your eyes because your eyes will be dry. So what they give you in your packet before you leave that day are these little night shields. So you want to wear these shields when you're when you're sleeping, Because if you don't know, you may rub your eyes or scratch your eyes while you're sleeping. So you want to protect your eyes at all costs wearing these. I also wore these in the shower because you don't want any water getting in your eyes. So I definitely, you know, suggest that you wear and do exactly what they tell you to do. So I wore these at night and in the shower, and then they give you these glasses. And this is going to protect your eyes from the sun rays. But if you have your own dark glasses, you can wear those as well. I just wore these for a week because I really didn't go anywhere. I actually took time off from work, but that was my choice. You could go back to work, what, a day or two later. You also get eye drops. So these are like antibiotics, and they'll give you like instruction on what to do with your eye drops, how many hours for the day. These drops, these are your liquid tears, basically. They're eye drops. They come in like these little vials, and they're recapable. So after the surgery, I went to see the doctor. She cleared me to go home. She said my flaps look good, my eyes look good. She said I did great. So they recommend that you go to sleep for about 4 to 5 hours. You want to rest your eyes. Although it's an outpatient surgery, you know, it's still surgery. The best thing to do is just to go to sleep. You can't use your cell phone. You can't use a tablet, your computer, watch TV. So what else is there to do? I'm just doing concealer first, and then I'm going to put a powder foundation on. I rarely use powder foundation for videos, but I want to show you guys that sometimes you don't need a full coverage of makeup, and a powder foundation works very well. So back to my LASIK. I woke up, put my eye drops in, and everything was fine. So the next day you have your post-op appointment. I went back. My doctor said that my eyes healed. They were like 85 to 90% healed already, like the flap that they cut. And I believe after the first day post-op, there's a week post-op. So I went back for that. I was completely healed, but I was still, you know, doing my drops because my eyes were dry. I'm not gonna lie. They were itchy, especially that first week. But they didn't hurt. They just had that dry, sandy, gritty feeling, you know? You know, put some eye drops in there and they're fine. So would I do it again? I would definitely do it again. I'm loving my results. My center was great. I can see, I love doing these videos for you guys, and it just makes life so much easier for me. This is a blush, it's called Blunt. And the experience wasn't bad. I wish I would have done it. You know, you hear people say, I wish I would have done it years ago. I wish I would have done it years ago. But they say that, you know, everyone's eyes are different. It can revert back in a few years. When I say a few years, like maybe 10 to 15 years, I'll be okay with that. I feel like if I can get 10 years out of it, then that's a good break for me. I've been wearing glasses since 1999. 1999, I've been wearing glasses, and they're expensive. Glasses are expensive, contacts are expensive, and I didn't feel like going through that anymore. So guys, let me know down in the comments if you have thought about getting LASIK eye surgery, and if you have any fears, maybe I can, you know, talk you through some of these things. Like, I was definitely scared, but I believed it was time, and I do not regret it. I do not regret it at all. So right now, my vision is 20/20, and I'm happy with it. You know, every now and then I still get a little bit of dry eyes. It just depends what I'm doing. So anytime I'm in a building that has like dry heat or not enough ventilation. My eyes, you know, tend to get dry. If I'm driving in a car and the vents are blowing on my eyes, I get a little dry eye there. But for the most part, I haven't had any trouble with it. I do have one more post-op appointment. So here's what I did, and I'm not ashamed of saying it. I used a Groupon. I had a friend that got her eyes done there, and I saw a Groupon for the LASIK place. So from there, I had to do my research just to make sure that they had surgeons that I was okay with. So I wanted to make sure that the Groupon time slot applied to him. So I called and I spoke with the scheduler there, and they accepted my Groupon. So why not? It's the same service, same surgeon, and that's another thing. I went on to his office up in Princeton, New Jersey, just to make sure all the reviews were great, and he had a bunch of reviews. His name was Dr. Wasserman. He is such a cool doctor. He has a YouTube, I believe. It's called The Rockin' Doc. The Rockin' Doc, that's what it is. And he plays like instruments or guitar or something. Anyway, rock and roll. But he was really cool. Like I said, he had great bedside manners. And I really enjoyed my surgery with him. I did. So I was very relaxed and very comfortable. And that's basically all you need. I want to say that's about it. Anytime you use a powder on your face, you want to use Fix Plus or some type of setting liquid spray for your foundation. If you use too much, don't worry, it'll dry down. So guys, this is the look. This is a little smoky look. I didn't do lashes or anything, but I just wanted to, you know, try a different look with my gunmetal stack and my rust stack. I hope this video helped you out. You learned something about LASIK eye surgery. If you've been thinking about it, I highly suggest getting it done. Like I said, look for your Groupons. If there wasn't a Groupon, I still would have gotten it done because that's how much I really wanted it. It has been great for filming. I've healed up well. So like I said, this is about my 3-month mark. And my eyes are fine. So there is a code if you are in the Philadelphia area. Just use my name or my code, and I believe you can get a discount from it as well. And I'll put that down in the description box. So thank you guys for watching this. Share it with your friends, like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Dang. It's a little smoky. It's like a